Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the BallGame Blitz TV Sports Network, produced by Worthy Road Studios on the Trinity Christian Academy Facebook page. This is a copyright broadcast of Worthy Road Studios for 2024. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of this BallGame Blitz broadcast without the expressed written consent of Worthy Road Studios is hereby strictly prohibited. Along with the voice of Trinity Christian Athletics, Diamond Dave McCulley, I'm Stan Gerard, and we'd like to welcome you to this broadcast tonight. It's the TSSAA West Region semifinals, and it is the Eagles of Evangelical Christian taking on the Trinity Christian Alliance, Trinity Christian Academy, easy for me to say. We'd also like to remind you that high school teams covered by the BallGame Blitz Sports Network are TCA, Jackson Christian, USJ, Peabody Football, and Sacred Heart Basketball. Those ball games are broadcast to each high school's Facebook page. We also broadcast all Union University home games, including volleyball, soccer, basketball, softball, and baseball. Worthy Road Studios also produces all Jackson Rockabilly baseball and Bethel University football. All of our games are archived to Worthy Road Studios' YouTube channel. The executive producer for the BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios is one Paul Schulze. We'd like to remind you of the advertisers making this broadcast possible: Carlock Nissan, Aloha Pools, Jones Chevrolet, the Blacksmith Restaurant, Dynamics Physical Therapy, Humboldt Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Elite Dental, the Bank of Jackson, and McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. We'd also like to recognize our good friends at Foundation Bank, Tennessee Tractor, Waterwell Solutions, West Tennessee Bank, and the great folks at Food Right. Diamond Dave McCulley, needless to say, this ball game tonight between TCA and Evangelical Christian, so much riding on the line. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, Stan. We're glad to be here tonight, and certainly glad to be working with Paul Schulze, our executive producer and director. Jay Cashin, our producer and director tonight. Yours truly, along with Stan Gerard. Eric Inman will be on the main camera tonight. Christopher Reasons and Andrew Burse on the floor with other cameras. I look across the way. The officials are in the house. James Hicks, I had him last night at Bethel, one of the great officials, not only in this area but across the nation. He's one of the officials, the guy in the middle over there, and we look forward to a good ball game tonight. I know we're going to be in good hands with these three officials, all really good ones. This is the West Region semifinals. As Stan told you, the Lions coming in tonight, coming off that big win the other night, 21-7. And Region 5, number 1. Meanwhile, it is the 15-9 Eagles of Evangelical Christian out of Memphis. And Stan, you can almost feel the buzz again. ECS has a good group of fans across the way, but boy, this side over here, down to our left, is pretty well packed already with TCA purple, to say the least.
Well, here's what's on the line in tonight's ball game. The winner of this game will, of course, move on to the championship game tomorrow night against either Lausanne or FACS. And the winner of tonight's game guarantees themselves home field playoff advantage during the first rounds of the state tournament.
That's big, too.
Yes. If you finish first or second in this region, you will not have to play on the Wednesday of the state tournament. You will bypass the first round and go directly to the quarterfinals, where you will host a quarterfinal state tournament ball game. And how huge is that to play a state tournament game on your home court, and what an advantage that would be. And that is what these two teams are playing for tonight. Huge implications in this ball game. The loser, they're still in the state tournament, Diamond, but they'll have to do it the hard way on the road, and it's a long road.
Certainly will. Region 6 has 3 teams here tonight. ECS, our opponent in the first game here at 6 o'clock. FACS and Lausanne, the other semifinal matchup coming up after hours. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back. Jay Cashin, Paul Schulze, and all the gang, the young guys down here getting ready to use their talents as always. We'll come back. We'll count it down, the countdown to tip-off. Sam will have a look at both teams and their personnel when we come back on Worthy Road Studios, the BallGame Blitz, and the TCA Facebook page. Stay with us.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Waterwell Solutions, LLC offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in water well drilling operations. They are experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1275.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
And welcome back to the SQ Gymnasium on the campus of Jackson Christian School in Jackson, Tennessee, alongside Diamond Dave McCauley. I'm Stan Gerard, and we're just minutes away from the start of tonight's Division II West Region Class A semifinal between your TCA Lions and the Eagles of Evangelical Christian. Diamond, let's take a look at ECS. I had the opportunity to watch some film on ECS last night. Had an opportunity to review their ball game against Jackson Christian at ECS. ECS won that ball game 46-44. It was a nip and tuck ball game. It was 16-8 after one quarter. It was a 7-point margin at the half, 9-point margin at the end of 3. ECS extended it out to, I believe, 14 at one point during the fourth quarter. But Jackson Christian made a nice run at the end, fell short, had a point-blank shot to tie the ball game to send it in overtime that rimmed out, and ECS held on to win that ball game. They were led in scoring by Tyler Jones. The junior speedster had 17 points in the contest. It was Ryan Scott chipping in 13. Also, Graham Sorgenfry with 3. Mike Wilson had 3 field goals for 7 points. And one of their better players, Landon Royston Diamond, he spent most of the game in foul trouble, was out most of the second half, came in late in the fourth quarter, immediately picked up that 5th foul. He chipped in with only 2 points in the contest. One thing that we've been discussing a lot lately, Diamond, points off the bench. In the game against Jackson Christian, ECS only had 4 bench points scored in that game. So the bulk of their scoring is going to come from about 2 to 3 individuals in this contest.
Meanwhile, on the other side, Braden Waller averaging almost 15 points a game. Caleb Williams averaging 16. Stan, you go down the list. Zach Niven, boy, how big were those threes he hit the other night, averaging 8.3. Drake Craddock averaging 8.1, one of the unheralded heroes on this team. And Lakai Tompkins, 8.5. I thought his physicality was a big part of the game and big part of the win the other night.
I have to agree with you. For the folks from Evangelical Christian watching, we welcome you to the broadcast. We like TCA. There are a lot of teams that have gotten to this point, but they may rely on 1 or 2 individuals. Yeah. TCA,
great balance.
TCA, very good balance. Anybody in that starting lineup can hurt you, and guys off the bench can hurt you just as bad as some of the starters. Witness the play of Lakai Tompkins and Zach Nivens.
It's going to be a big crowd here at Jackson Christian tonight, especially on this side, the purple. Andy Farmer, a lot of the folks coming in. Andy Payne just waving at us a moment ago. So we're going to have a huge crowd as this side is just about filling up to capacity. We'll take another break, a 2-minute break. We'll come back and we'll talk more about the Eagles of ECS and our Lions here on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right with 11 locations across West Tennessee is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our Foundation Benefits with High Interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you. Foundation Bank is a division of McKinsey Banking Company, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
And we'd like to thank Mr. Chad and all the fine folks at Foundation Bank for their sponsorship of this broadcast. Diamond Dave, you said the crowd is starting to fill into this gymnasium. It's going to be a bigger crowd than there was last night here for the girls' games. But we're expecting a big crowd. You know, you got TCA, a local team in here. ECS has brought a good crowd. And usually the defending state champion usually always brings along a big crowd. They'll be in the house for the 8 o'clock game tonight.
FACS, of course, the number 1 seed over the other side, Lausanne. FACS is favored in that one. But Stan, sometimes the favorite teams don't win. I mean, you look at our region, and, of course, a lot of folks thought USJ would be here. We thought they might be as well, but they're not. Meanwhile, on the gals' side, USJ heavily favored tomorrow night against Jackson Christian. That's not any demeaning content at all about Jackson Christian, but USJ still the cream of the crop right now in this area, and maybe the cream of the crop until they get up to the big dance, and they could be the cream of the crop up there as well. They're really talented, that girls' team.
It certainly is, and you know they're on a roll. They'll play tomorrow night right here on the Worthy Road Studios Broadcast Network. I believe that's a 6 o'clock tip-off for that ball game. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody will. But hey, this ball game, ECS just now leaving the floor, going to their locker room for their final instructions. The tentative lineup for ECS will be number 3, Tyler Jones, had 17 points against ECS. Also, tentatively in the starting lineup will be number 4, Landon Royston, was held in check to only 2 points in the ball game earlier in the week. Nick Owens was the 4 points off the bench. Grandpa Buck was very happy with that, with his 4 points off the bench. Ryan Scott, 13 points to the bench, most of those second half points, and Mike Wilson chipped in with 7 points as well. So in the game against Jackson Christian, Tyler Jones did it in the first half, and it was Scott in the second half. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, the starting lineups. You're watching TCA Basketball on the BallGame Blitz.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
It's the off-season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
And now for the starting lineups for this ball game. It's going to be at number 3, Tyler Jones. Also starring number 4, Landon Royston, a junior as Jones was. It's going to be another junior, number 24, Ryan Scott.
Number 25, Graham Sorgenfry.
It's going to be a junior, Graham Sorgenfry. And the final starter for ECS will be number 32, a junior, Mike Wilson. So for ECS, it'll be Jones, Royston, Scott, and Wilson. Your stars, an all-junior starting lineup. And now the stars for TCA. He's a 6'3" junior, number 0, Braden Waller. He's a 6'2" junior, number 1, Caleb Williams. He is a 6-foot sophomore, the G-man, Gabriel Lee. Also for TCA, a 5'11" junior, number 5, Drake Crash Craddock. And finally for TCA, running the point tonight, a 5'9" junior, number 21, Cooper Vales. Again for TCA, that's Waller, Williams, Lee, Craddock, and Vales. For ECS, Jones, Royston, Scott, Sorgenfry, and Wilson. For those of you like Freddie Garrett, even though he's here tonight, who like to score these games at home.
No one does it any better. Dexter Williams, the head mentor, Antoine Long and James Handy, the very capable assistants, and Frank Clampett on that bench with all the guys as well. TCA, as you watch the game tonight, coming out in the white and the burgundy and old gold of ECS. Stan, should be a doozy of a game.
It is going to be a dandy. ECS is going to be bigger than TCA at most positions for the start of this ball game.
James Hicks will throw it in the air. Waller and Scott will jump it up. Here's the toss, and it's in the air, and it's controlled by ECS. And they have Mike Wilson, the big junior. Works it out here to Jones, the guard. Jones angles off to the right. They bring it out front to Royster. Stan told you that he didn't play much the other night, got in foul trouble. Now Waller steals that basketball. The Lions come up with the early turnover. Working with it, Vales in the front court, wearing the T-shirt tonight. Some of the guys under those jerseys. Here's Craddock's 3, left wing, no, out of bounds it sails, and the ball goes over to ECS. Bill Hamilton over there eating his popcorn, almost caught that ball.
You're going to notice ECS, they're going to really pack it in down tight. They're going to dare you to beat them from three-point land.
Tyler Jones in the backcourt. Guarded by Vales. Both of them quick. Jones bigger. We'll see if they try to post Vales up. Cooper's an outstanding defensive player, though. They work in the paint, running leaner, in and out. Nice effort by Scott. Rebound control by the Lions. Lions in the front court, scoreless game. We played almost a minute of this West Regional semifinal. The other matchup tonight, FACS in Lausanne. Williams, he's in his range. He's on the logo. Works out to Vales.
They're almost using like a version of a half-court extended trap.
Like a 2-1-2. Here's Williams up, a long shot, up, no good. Rebound, one and done. Both teams thus far. Jones in the front court. They've got to run out the other way. The layup is up. It is there. A great pass, and Scott lays it up and in.
ECS with the early lead. Great lead out. We did not get back on defense quick enough. ECS very quick off the ball and a turnover.
Long arms by Wilson. Knocks the ball up in the air. Coming up with it will be Royster. Royster nowhere to go. Jump pass out to Jones. Jones back. Bad pass. Threw it away. I think he thought Wilson was going to cut on the baseline of the bucket, and he threw it away.
You will see throughout the course of this night, number 3, Tyler Jones, he will get creative when he tries to pass the basketball. Look for a lot of thread-the-needle type passes from that young man.
It's a 2-0 game, 6:19 left in the first. ECS with the early lead. They're in a 2-1-2. Looked like a moment ago they switched it to a 1-3-1. Here's Vales with it. Vales pass to Waller. Waller can't shoot, out to Cooper. Vales with it. And ball knocked away. Touch last by ECS. Boy, they're quick in those passing lanes. You can see already, aren't they, Stan?
Yeah, and when you talk about length, you should talk about the guy's arm length.
Yep.
They got some long legs in these cats, too.
Tony Dilk had the longest arms I've ever seen on a basketball player. These guys, not quite as long as Tony, but they're long. Down low, Waller. Waller wheels, deals, banks, yes.
For those of you watching TCA for the first time, you're going to see that move out of Braden Waller quite a bit tonight.
He and Williams, the 1,000-point club members, the latest in TCA history.
Members 5 and 6.
Yep, 5 and 6. Valentine, Matt Steele, number 1. Will Keltner, number 2. Deep left, shot up 3 there, and is knocked in by Tyler Jones.
One thing TCA is going to have to do, they're going to have to keep somebody on Jones. Remember, he had 17 against Jackson Christian. He's a threat to score anytime he has the ball.
They're bringing Big Wilson up in the middle of that. It's a 1-2-2, or it's a 1-3. Now it's a 2-1-2 now with Big Wilson right in the middle of it. Bales drives into Waller. Waller left free throw line extended over to Lee. Gabe couldn't shoot. He'll drive left baseline, and the ball knocked out. And there's that long arms, and again, the quick cat-like defense of Tyler Jones. Here's Niven in the game. Craddock's going to come out. Zach hit some big threes the other night that propelled TCA to that win.
And they're going to think he's going to come down low. Their big men going to have to come outside and guard him.
Christopher Reasons on the floor down there. He and Eric Inman in charge tonight, along with Matthew Burris in the house with Paul Schultze, Jay Cashin. Lee's 3, air ball. Rebound control by Ryan Scott. He's in the front court. Scott will run in. Scott lost it out of bounds, and he just lost it. No one touched it.
Well, he tried to bounce it off of Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams was able to do that little shimmy shuffle and keep his body out of the way from hitting that basketball.
Coach really working hard with the guys on the bench. They're probably all thinking, well, we didn't make the turnover, Coach. Here's Williams with it.
You will see their coach up most of the night.
Yeah, he's good cutting. Now he's behind the bench. He's working hard. Telling the guys to get their arms up. Here's Williams. Good punch pass to Lee. Quick 3 in the air. Got it. That's a great pass by Williams.
Gabriel Lee desperately needed that. TCA with their first lead of the ball game. Or actually, we're tied at 5 now.
Tied at 5, and we're almost halfway home in this first quarter. It's been a quickly played first stanza. 4:10 left. Wilson over here now to Scott. Jones in the paint. Wheeling, dealing, up. Missed it badly. Gets his own rebound, though. Flips it out here to the open shooter. There's a shot up, back rim, no, by Sorgenfryer, and the ball out of bounds off ECS.
Boy, Wilson just lost that one. Had an easy chance for that rebound and a little kiss off the glass. And, well, the enforcer into the game for TCA, number 23, Big Lakai Tompkins.
Lakai in, and Cooper Vales goes out. So the Lions go bigger, not as quick, but Lakai, the physicality that he brings is
a lot stronger. They go
best in the district and region in this area. Williams with it. Lee, Lakai in the paint, can't shoot out to Niven. Niven's in his range. A 3, yes!
Zach Niven with the bucket. Diamond, that looks so familiar to the play when TCA beat USJ at the buzzer. Just a little bit different spot on the floor, but same play.
He's got grandparents in 2 different states. Hey, watch it. Here's Williams to steal. Williams on the run out. Williams will dunk it. Oh, he missed it. He missed the dunk. Now the other way will be Jones. Works it out here to the open shooter in the air. Up, no good by Royster. Rebound, though. Wilson. Back up, back rim, no. 3 white-clad jerseys down there with a rebound. Not a maroon in that area.
ECS does such a great job, though, on the offensive glass. We're giving them we're giving opportunities. They're not taking advantage of what we're handing them to them.
The Gehrings in the house. Elisa, I'll see her tomorrow. Cumberland goes to Bethel. Lakai in the paint. Can't shoot out to Waller. Waller wheels, deals, and now we've got walking on Waller.
Thought I saw Tyler Jones with a hand on.
A little bit of contact.
The officials didn't call the contact.
8-5 your score. TCA by 3.
And the thing is, as long as they do that both ways, I'm okay with that.
One of our sponsors, Kurt Gehring, right below us here. It's an 8-5 game, 2:34 left in the first stanza. They work it over here on the left wing to Sorgenfryer. Out to Jones. Jones drives in. He's athletic, puts it up, got the friendly roll, yes.
Jones with 2 buckets, 5 points for the Eagles.
I'll tell you right now, folks, no matter who you pull for in this, whether you ECS folks watching or TCA here locally, it's going to be a war to the end, I think.
It's going to be interesting,
8-7.
to say the least.
TCA trying to solve the zone right now. There's a guy that can solve it, Niven. They work it to Williams. The big shot he hit against USJ, one of the biggest shots in recent history with TCA. Out to Waller between the circles. Waller drives in. Waller moves in. Flips it up underhanded. No good. Rebound control by ECS. Good diagonal pass. Sorgenfryer, even a better pass. And the layup is up. It is there. Put up and in by Scott.
Beautiful passing, especially on the interior. Scott now with 4. And it's a 1-point lead with $1:35 to go in the first.
They get the tempo. They're going to move it just like TCA very quickly up, aren't they? Lakai comes out. Bad pass, but Waller goes and gets it. I think the pass was actually intended to Lakai. Williams thought about it. It's a 9-8 game, ECS. Williams, great matchup with he and Scott.
One thing you're going to have to see, in order for us to spring somebody open, you're going to screens just like that to try and get somebody open, and they just called an offensive foul. Lakai Tompkins, he was not set when he made that screen.
You see them switch your defense up, Stan. They almost went to a man-to-man that time. They showed the zone when TCA got it in the front court. In the ballgame will be Connor Ross.
Diamond, we played almost 7 minutes. That was the first foul of the game.
Yep. Been a quickly played first quarter. We're down to 1 minute and 5 seconds in the stanza. Working with it, Royster. Royster to Jones. A lot of things go through Jones, no doubt. Boy, he's quick with that basketball. Works out for the open shooter. It's there. A 3 by Scott.
Scott with 7 points in the ballgame. He's already equaled his output of what he did against Jackson Christian earlier in the week.
TCA's led by as many as 3. Now they're down by 4. This is ECS's biggest lead. 40 seconds left. Bales has the lane, doesn't take it. Brings it back out, being very patient. It's a 12-8 ECS lead with 30 seconds left in the first. Here at Jackson Christian. Bales directing traffic. Bad pass. Jones steals it. Jones will go the other way. Jones will put up, and Waller's going to make him earn the. It's a clean foul, a hard foul, but a clean one. And Waller picks up the personal, and to the line will be Jones to shoot 2 free throws. Going to make him earn them from the line, Stan.
Yeah, Mr. Jones was getting ready to ram that one home with authority, and we said, not today.
It's a 12-8 game. 23.9 seconds left in the first stanza. And to the line, Tyler Jones, the junior. You can say that about almost every one of them. Ross, who came in a moment ago, is the senior.
Jones was 2 for 3 against Jackson Christian from Charity.
In the air. He rolls out. Well, the foul paid dividends, didn't it?
It was already worth it.
12-8 your score. 23.9 in the first. Big crowd here. TCA led this game 8-5. Now it's 12, make it 13-8. So it's been, Stan, a big run here. Now it's a 13-8 deficit TCA faces, and Bales will yo-yo it across the timeline.
Well, you remember ECS led Jackson Christian 16-8 at the half, but in that ball game, ECS started out white hot early in the quarter.
Their defense has been sensational thus far. Bales to Waller. Waller drives in, ball taken away. Jones took it away from him. Jones in the backcourt. He'll throw it up from midcourt and had a run at it. No good. We're at the end of 1. Your score at the end of 1. ECS 13, TCA 8. We'll take a 1-minute break. Be back with a second after this on the BallGame Blitz at Worthy Road Studios.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Diamond Dave, Eagle Eye McCulley, noticing that ECS's Tyler Jones getting some medical attention. He apparently jammed a finger. Probably when he was trying to do that dunk a little bit early. He's receiving some medical attention from their trainer, trying to tape it up a little bit.
Yeah, worked on that right hand. We'll see if that's a factor. Owens is in the game. Here's a 3 up by Williams. No good. Ball tipped and touched last by Lakai. They're going to give the ball to ECS. I think that's a proper call.
Well, looks like TCA going to come out with a little press here. ECS trying to decide who to inbound the basketball.
When 10 seconds into the quarter, Jones fakes the long pass, pulls it down, gives it to Royster. TCA a man-to-man right now.
Just a little token pressure to slow him down.
Yep, no doubt about it. 13-8, 5-point deficit. It has been an 8-point unanswered ECS run that's propelled them to this lead. 7:30 left in the first half. Jones drives in, nothing there. They give the wide open 3, and it's there by Connor Ross.
Ross did not score in the ball game against Jackson Christian. Diamond, we left him wide open. He hesitated and then decided to shoot.
The 16-8 ECS lead. They lead by 8. They've scored 11 unanswered.
And we had nobody in the neighborhood.
No, he faked it the first time, and then when no one came out on him, he said, okay, if you're going to give it to me, I'll try it, and he did.
Mr. Rogers was alone.
Sure was. Now we have a foul. They're going to get a foul. Someone holding Niven. That someone's going to be Royster. Niven was trying to get over there for that patented 3 in the corner, which is one of his special shots, and they held it. Couldn't get there.
That's the first foul against Evangelical Christian in this ball. You like how it worked Mr. Rogers into the broadcast.
I heard that. Niven out of the game. Drake Craddock back in. Lakai with the ball. They go down low, and now we got a foul. That's going to be on Tyler Jones, I think.
Well, we certainly would like, if you're a TCA fan watching this game and the foul is on Jones, that's his first, team's second of the second quarter. He's the guy we'd certainly like to see get in a little bit of foul trouble.
16-8, and TCA unforced turnover. Inbound to Waller. He tried to give it back to Williams and hit him right in the shins, and it goes out of bounds.
TCA not as crisp as we're used to seeing them, Dave.
Certainly not. A lot of that has to do with their defense, too, Stan. Their defense has really stymied us thus far. That zone really bothered us. 16-8. Ross with it. ECS scored 11 unanswered. Now they throw a bad pass. It goes right through the hands of Jones. That's a horrible pass by Ryan Scott. Too much English on it. Stan, I had Bethel last night. They had 22 turnovers. You can't win with a lot of turnovers.
He blazed that ball in there.
And he wasn't that far from him either, was it?
No, he whizzed that ball in there with a little authority on it.
James Hicks has the countdown on Bales, but Cooper comes across the timeline. Bales, Lakai. They want to go inside to Waller. Waller has it, and it's blocked out of bounds by Ross. Good weak side help by Ross that time.
Yeah, did a great job. And Waller's going to find the sledding a little more difficult tonight than he's used to.
Lakai, Bales, Williams. 16-8. TCA down by 8 with 6 minutes left in the first half. Being very patient against this zone. They have Craddock running the baseline. He's being shadowed by Royster. Bales out between the circles, left to the key now. Nowhere to go, and the ball knocked away. Good hands by Jones. Jones and Royster are really quick defensively.
Boy, they're sticking a hand in on every pass.
They really are. Bales now directing traffic. Double high post, Tompkins and Waller. Waller want to go back door, it's not there. Now Waller with it. Waller wheels and deals against Jones. Waller, nowhere to go. Great defense by Jones, just outstanding defense. Here's Bales with it. Bales wanting to go inside, nothing there, out to Williams. TCA being very patient, down by 8 with 5:20. Bales, a rare shot, air ball. Pulled out of there by Royster. Royster, front court. Royster walked and did not get away with it. Proper call.
Both teams, Diamond, have committed several unforced errors in this ball game. Graham Sorgenfrey getting ready to check back in for ECS.
Stan, I'll tell you this, Gabe Lee is going to have a big game. They have to find ways to get him open for those outside shots to loosen this zone up a little bit, and or bring Niven back in and let him do his damage as well.
I think
two key players.
I think the way this is looking, I think Cooper Vales may need to put on a cape tonight.
And that's nothing against Cooper. Cooper's the quarterback, but right now you got to have a shooter out there.
Foul's going to be against Ross.
Ross will pick it up. Cooper's one of my favorites, you know that, but he's still going to be a valuable part of this TCA running the show. But they got to get Lee and Niven open for some outside shots to get Cooper and other people in the lane and get some production in there. Craddock inbounds it. We're at under 5 minutes of the second stanza. TCA's only scored 8. It's 16-8. Williams has got it. They got to get him open. Boy, they do a great job switching. They run two people. Here's a tough pass, but Craddock has it.
We stepped on the baseline.
Stepped on the baseline. Proper call. Sure did.
Official right on that. I was hoping he may have swerved that foot over, but no go.
Well, defense has been the name of the game thus far. Backcourt across the timeline. About to get there against Waller is Jones. 4:35 left in the first half. High post pass, Ross. Left free throw line extended to Jones. Jones, they look for someone going back door, nothing there. Jones in the paint, floater, yes.
My.
8 in the game for Jones. 18-8. TCA down by 10, and Dexter calls a timeout. The Lions need one. We'll take one with them, a 30. This is TCA basketball, down 18-8, 4:17 in the half. Here at Jackson Christian against ECS, a 30 on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
18-8, ECS with the lead. Diamond. ECS led Jackson Christian 16-8 after one. They led 25-19 at the half. It was 38-29 at the end of 3 before ECS won after Jackson Christian rallied 46-44. So this is not over, but ECS used to playing a physical, low-scoring game.
18-8, 4:10 left in the half. TCA needs a bucket desperately. Here's Williams driving in out to Niven. Niven's 3 in the air, no. Tried to save it, does, and he goes right into the hands of Gabe Lee. Great hustle by Lee, great hustle by Niven to save it.
Yeah.
Lakai trying to pin his guy down there, and we throw it away.
And TCA, we tried that wraparound pass, did not work. Another unforced turnover for the Lions.
Wilson in the game. Ross, who played well off the bench, comes out. Hit that big 3, 18-8. And down by 10. Need a stop here desperately.
And the thing is, ECS and the other teams down in the West, they play a different style of ball. They play a more physical, grinding style.
Jones cuts through the paint. They can't find him. Here's Royster driving in. Royster puts up 4 shot. No good. Good defense by Williams, who forced that arc of that shot to be awry. In the front court, Williams. Caleb has not scored tonight. Working out between the circles. Waller to Niven. Want to go inside Lakai again. It's just not there right now. Out to Lee. Williams left to the key. Deep out there. In front of the ECS fans over there. They applaud the defensive effort. Look at Scott square up against Williams. Williams will move in. Williams stops on a dime from 14.
He's fouled.
And may have been fouled. No call. The ball is saved by Lee, but he goes right into the hands of ECS. Here's Jones. Flashes in the front court. Slashes and flashes. He's really good, folks.
Jones, one of the quicker cats we've seen all year.
Here's Scott. Scott stops, pops, no. Bounds around the rim a little bit, and Lakai comes up with a much-needed rebound.
You notice Jones, when he's got the ball moving, he just glides on the court.
Coaching staff not happy. He walks all the way behind the bench. He was not happy with that shot.
That's something you only normally see hockey coaches do, work behind the bench.
Waller had it knocked away. Jones in his face. Goes out of bounds off Jones.
I'll tell you what, ECS, challenging every single pass, making TCA work for everything that we're getting.
They really are.
And we're not getting much.
Not much. Not many shots even. Had a couple of 2 or 3 air balls on top of that. They really got us out of sync right now. 2:27. You got to settle down. Bale's back in the game. And I think he comes back in to do just that. He is as steady as it gets and a tough little cookie. Williams against a 2-1-2. What do we have? Official's timeout. I'm not sure what that's about. Cooper Bales, I think blood on his leg, I think. The official across the court saw that. He's got good eyes.
Well,
and Kevin Hansen will come down and take care of Cooper.
That may have been worked from their bench.
Could have been.
I've done that in a college game before, worked a blood call with a ref.
18-8, 2-1-2 zone again. TCA up to this point in time has not been, and now the ball knocked away. We're going to get a foul on Lee. The ball was knocked away from him by Scott, and probably not a bad foul by Gabe that time because he was about to go in for an uncontested dunk.
Well, the bottom line, TCA, you have to take care of the basketball. I mean, they are so quick. I mean, you've got to act like you got to act like you're George Custer. You were surrounded by the Indians. You got to protect that rock.
No doubt about it. And we've covered a lot of games this year. Defensively, this is the best defensive half I've seen a team have all year. Great pass. Brock Owens lays it up and in. Or Nick Owens, I should say. Nick Owens and a great, was that Sorgan Fry? Sorgan Fry got it. Yeah, it was Sorgan Fry. That's a super pass. 20-8. Stan, this has been now, look back, a 15-point unanswered run. Niven, Craddock, Waller, free throw line jumper would not go. Good shot, wouldn't go down.
Those are the kinds we got to find those gaps and make those shots.
Jones, coast to coast, the other way. There by Jones.
How did that foot slide like that and no travel?
It's 22-8, folks. They've scored 17 unanswered against TCA.
Oh, dear Lordy.
Looked like it may have walked. I agree with you. May, take the word may out. But they have just outplayed TCA thus far. Open shot, Lee. No, can't buy one right now. Niven over the back.
Oh, the TCA fans not happy. I love this. I wish we had the replay available to take a look at that one again.
The 6'6" frame of Niven. They said he went over his back or over his shoulder ever so slightly. 22-8, a minute 10. TCA has not scored, Stan, in this quarter. Is that correct?
Yeah. Have not scored. Heard from one of our producers out there, had an alternate camera view. Niven had position.
Did he?
Looking off the floor camera view.
Baseline drive. Worcester stops, pops from 12 feet. Yes, it's a 19-point unanswered run. It's 24-8.
Boy, this is something I didn't even see when we played that fancy homeschool out of Nashville. It was so good. Hamilton
Waller,
Heights.
The Craddock to Williams. Yeah, you're right. I missed that game, but you're right. Craddock out to Williams. Williams, long three. No, just can't buy a bucket. We're getting 2 or 3 really good shots the last few series.
Yep.
And now they're going to hold it for the last shot, they being ECS. TCA has been shut out in the quarter. And it's a 19-point unanswered run by ECS and lead the game 24-8, and their crowd loves it. We're down to 10 seconds in the quarter. Going to have to be the comeback lines tonight. Here's Jones slashing in. Jones, ball knocked away. Williams got a hand on it. Now they go right back underneath to Jones, and we've got is that a foul? No, hopefully not. Dexter out on the court. Let's see what they've called here.
Oh, they're going to call a foul.
No foul.
He's going to say no.
No foul. And the teams will go to the bench or go to the locker room. It's a 24-8 ECS lead at the half. We'll take a 2-minute break. Be back right after this with more regional semifinal matchup action between our Lions and the Eagles of ECS. And right now it's been all Eagles in the half. Back after this 2-minute message on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle. And at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Waterwell Solutions, LLC offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in water well drilling operations. They're experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1275.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right, with 11 locations across West Tennessee, is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless. Alongside Diamond Dave McCulley, I'm Stan Gerard. We're at the half as 24-8 ECS. I've covered a lot of TCA basketball over the years, more games than I can count, and I've never gone through a quarter where TCA did not put points on the board. Here's the young officials scoring from the first half. Sorgan for ECS. Sorgan Fry had 2. It was Owens with 2. Royston with 2. Connor Ross with 3. It was Ryan Scott with 7. And Tyler Jones, 4 field goals, 1 from long range, 1 of 2 from charity, and he had 10 points, was Tyler Jones for TCA. Field goals by Waller, a Deuce, Gabriel Lee, and Zach Niven each had a 3 spot for TCA. So only 3 field goals in the half for TCA, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 for Evangelical Christian. This BallGame Evangelical came in this game 15-9 on the season. They're the number 2 seed out of Region 6, which encompasses Memphis, Tennessee. But just a stunning first half of action. We'll see TCA can get on track here in the second half. We'll talk about that later. I'm now joined by the girls coach at Trinity Christian Academy, Matthew Colville. Coach, tough end of the season just a few short days ago in Memphis. Lost by a bucket and a game that everyone on planet Earth, I really thought we had that one.
Yeah, I did too, but let's talk about you've never seen a quarter. There's a big game that we had in Nashville, the girls once, that we didn't score in a quarter that we turned out okay too. So,
well, that yeah. Forgot. Good. That's a good point. That's a good point. We were down 20+ points in that ball game, as I recall. We
did. It was 12-0 after the first quarter against Tipton Rosemark. We didn't score in the first quarter with the girls. The semifinals of state the year we won it. So you throw that out. I mean, we're getting decent shots. They're going to come make shots, but. Yeah, so you can't throw away the no score in a quarter in a big game.
Can't throw the baby out with the bathwater, I guess.
Because it's happened before to us.
Well, and, boy, we'd like to see that happen. We're going to need to have that happen on the guys' side. But, Coach, man, thought we had to win the bucket last night, or excuse me, earlier. Lausanne, maybe the most physical team we played all year. Their post players, Weeks and the number 3, even though they're dragging around those huge knee braces, they knew how to get inside and muscle you around.
They're strong, and that was one of the keys that we had. One of the keys we had was stop 1 in transition, which I thought we did a really good job of. And the second one was actually this is the first key to us is you got to box out. You got to get them out of there because it's just so strong. And they were. They out-rebounded us by 13 or 14. come the end of the game, and that's a big deal. Lose by 2, you lose.
Get out rebound like that and only lose by 2. And had a chance, had a chance to win. We couldn't get a shot off and didn't get the opportunity at a final shot that was kind of fully away from us. Let's say
we did some things that kind of cost us moments in that game where we threw it somewhere we shouldn't have thrown it and caused a turnover. We'd save the ball out of bounds underneath the basket. Just small, simple mistakes that kind of added up for them to get some really easy baskets because they had to really work. But we weren't shooting well, so they got to keep shrinking in their zone, and rebounding battle really determined that game.
Unfortunately, same old story, different. Just turn the page, and we had TCA at times just had bad night shooting, in the low 20s for most of the game. I know at point in that third quarter, we jumped out to that 7-8 point lead. And I thought, well, whatever Matthew said in the locker room certainly rang true because we came out like a boss to start that third quarter. But then I think they got a timeout, and then they clamped things down, and then the two teams went to war trading. They made a rally, and then both teams went to war, going back up and down the court, and they just got the lucky shot. The shots they were throwing up and they missed all game long went in the last 2 minutes of the ball
that's
game.
Part of the thing is we got that big lead, and we got to feeling good, and we kept shooting shots that when halftime said we're not going to take, we're going to move it around, we're going to get in the paint to the rim, and that's a little bit of our youth that just happened where we just feeling good. Now we've got a big lead, let's not feel like we're going to make those shots. So they weren't bad shots, we just were getting better shots when we took that lead. But that's part of how they won the rebounding battle is because some of their shots were so bad on where they were going, you could be in position, they'd still get it.
Quick synopsis of the season, what you're looking forward to next year, and where these girls go in between now and the start of next season.
Well, we're going to miss Anna. Anna has been with us. She's seen a lot because, she was an 8th grader, part of the team that went and won state. She got to make a state tournament trip. She got to play in state quarterfinals and region championship. So she saw it all, and then she saw the flip side of it this year, where it's the first time the girls basketball program since 2018 hasn't qualified for the region semifinals. So, but saying that, you got all those girls that are hungry and don't want to end like that. So they're going to, just the youth is going to grow up. We're going to be better just because of the experience that they've had now as freshmen, 8th graders, and sophomores. It wasn't like we were juniors, seniors, and doing that. Like, they gained a lot of experience of things they were thrown into the fire. They missed. We didn't really get a JV season last year for numbers, so they kind of just were thrown into the fire and had to learn on the go. And you ask where they're going to every other sport there is. So softball and track and all that, and then volleyball and soccer. When
much like every sport, TCA, football replenishes basketball. Basketball replenishes all the spring. So it's just a never-ending thing. But you'll take kids to camp this summer, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. We'll go to camp and look to improve and get a little better and work hard. It's hard to deny that we got way better from when we started the year. And the girls know that, but it was just, it's hard to end like that and not see that fruition of the work of, I counted up today, 11 or 12 of our losses were to district champs or district runner-ups.
Yep. Matthew, we thank you, and it wasn't the season we hoped for, but we saw this team grow over the course of the season. We'll talk to you another time, my friend.
Yes, sir. We look to be way better next year.
That's the head coach of the TCA Lions, Matthew Coble. Both teams back out onto the court here, and we'll be set for basketball here in just a matter of a few seconds. Quickly reviewing the scoring. Game's lead scorer Jones from ECS with 10, and Scott with 7. Lee and Niven paced TCA with 3. Diamond?
Remind you that this is a copyright broadcast of Worthy Road Studios. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of the BallGame Blitz broadcast without the written consent of Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited.
Diamond, I figured out a way for us to win this game. I saw Coach Terrell Green here. He needs to suit up.
Here's driving in, Jones picking right up where he left off, 12 in the game. It's a 21, don't mean to beat a dead horse, folks. It's a 21-0 run, and now it's a 26-8 game. Stand 21-0 since TCA has scored. 7:30 ECS crowd getting on Cooper a little bit on the air ball. He'll come back and get him, though. Williams bobbles out near midcourt, picks it up. It's Williams, Bales, Waller, Lakai, and Lee. Finally, the run is over. Caleb Williams with a jump shot there. His first point tonight, Stan.
Well, we're going to have to rely on a lot more. Look how quickly they get back down court.
26-10. Jones with it. Jones is as good a guard as I've seen this year. Here's a three there. Knocking it in with Royster. He has 5, and it's a 29-10 game.
Boy, they've already hit a lot more threes tonight than they did in their win over Jackson Christian a few days ago.
That's 3 already by my stat sheet. He could have another one. I may have missed one. Waller with it to Williams, deep left.
Well, that's
Lakai.
number 4.
That's number 4. Now we got a reach-in foul. Mike Wilson over the back of Lakai.
Mike Wilson picks up his first personal foul of the ball game.
Coach not squawking at James Hicks. He's squawking at the player that committed the foul there that time.
Diamond, very few fouls committed by either team in this game.
29-10. ECS with a big lead. Bales with it. Waller down low. Ball knocked away. Tried to go inside Lakai. Jones quick as a cat in the front court. Walt got away with it. Out to the shooter. The shot is up by Sorgenfryer. In and out. He did everything but stay in.
Well, they're going to the outside a little more than they did earlier in the week.
Lee out to Waller. Block. Outstanding long arms by Jones. Boy, Stan, he may be one of the best top 3 players I've seen all year. Sorgenfryer, Royster.
Cannot deny that.
Can't stay in front of him. Here's Jones now. He fakes. He'll drive in, put it up, and we got a charge on Jones. That's going to be his second foul. That's a big one. Like to get another one on him.
Yeah, real quick, too.
Yep.
Real quick because, I mean, he's the proverbial straw that stirs the drink for ECS.
Oh, he's their
absolutely.
He's their gun, no doubt about it. 29-10.
He's the shooter, and he also distributes everything else they do as Lausanne's coming into the house.
Lakai's in the game, or out of the game, and Niven came back in. It's been a well-officiated game. FACS and Lausanne coming in, looking up at the scoreboard. They know all about this ECS team. Niven, the ball goes through his arms. He can't come up with it. High pass, but he'll tell you the big 6'6" frame probably will tell you should have had that. 29-10, 19-point game. TCA led this game at 8-5, and then the 21-0 run. It's being catch-up now. It's going to have to be the comeback Lions here tonight. Jones between the circles, the right wing, Scott. They go out front to Wilson. Jones cutting, give and go. Great pass, Jones. Great cut by Wilson there.
Wilson with his first points of the contest.
31-10. We've had a tough time stopping them, and on the other side, they've done a great job stopping TCA. They're laying off Cooper in the corner to Lee. Lee will drive in. It's going to be a charge on Lee. They're going to get him lower in the shoulder.
Well, he was definitely not set. But if they want to call lower in the shoulder, you can probably give him that because he was definitely not set.
31-10. We played 3 minutes of this third stanza. At halftime, it was 24-8. So they're in the midst of another run. Been a 7-2 run in this one. Out front, Royster.
Backdoor cut again.
Backdoor cut. Same plays, just the other side of the court. Scott, yes. It's 33-10.
Good night, Irene.
They are just picking TCA apart right now. We love our kids, but no stopping them right now. Here's the pass. That's a good pass by Cooper. Waller had it to go in and out. Tough break.
Halfway down the cylinder.
He's got that thing 9 times out of 10. Front court, Jones, he lost it, gets it back. Somehow gives it over to his shooter. And that thing, if that thing gone in, we need to go home.
That's going to be over the back on Jones.
No, I think they're going to get Cooper Bales moving him out. Antoine Long not happy.
Oh, my.
Neither is Dexter.
Oh, my.
And a timeout. It's going to be ECS's ball when we come back. They lead by 23. 33-10. 4:15 in the third. We're back after this 30 on Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future. Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Kurt Gehring and the fine folks at West Tennessee Bank helping you bring this TCA broadcast and making it possible all season long for all TCA sports, football, basketball, and a little small ball with red stitches on it here in a few weeks.
Yep, no doubt about it. Spring is in the air. Pitchers and catchers reported a couple of days ago around the major leagues. Spring training starting in about a week.
High school practice started this past week.
Yep, so baseball and softball about to get underway, but a lot of basketball yet still to be determined in play. And right now the Lions are in some trouble here with 4:15 in the third, down by 23. And about it, they being ECS, they go inside, turn around, jump shot with the left hand there. Wilson, physicality, Stan, and no stopping him that time. He just got too deep in there and set up shop, didn't he?
Yeah, Wilson with 4.
35-10. Bales thought about it. Out to Williams. Williams is 3. Air ball. Lee comes up with it. Bales to Williams. Williams, no. Rebound controlled by Jones.
Well,
Jones in the backcourt.
We said at the outset ECS was bigger all the way around, and it's obviously showing tonight.
Working with it. Here's Royster, walks.
Diamond, that walk by Royster, if I'd been guarding him, you'd be calling the emergency room to get my ankles looked at because they have both been broken.
Yeah, he is. He really compliments Jones. Jones is the guy that makes them go. And then you look at the physicality, Stan. Wilson and Scott are pretty physical players. They go back in that zone again, a 2-1-2 zone. Waller lost it. Run out, Royster. Wheels and deals up, got it, and he's fouled.
Good night, Irene.
37-10. Great move. Outstanding play by Landon Royster.
And folks, I promise you this game is not brought to you by the Morton Salt Company.
Certainly not. To the line will be Royster. Free throw is up. It is there. And Royster now, 3-point. Yep. I have him with 2 in the first half and now 9 in the game. 38-10. He has 7 in this second half. Craddock up, no. Rebound, they fight for it. They tip it out to Jones. He goes by everybody. Now finally TCA stays in front of him and cuts him off. Jones in the corner to Royster. Royster drives in, dipsy-do, up underneath the bucket. It is there. Good grief. 40-10, Stan.
And remember, this is a team that gave FACS a run for their money in both their games, and FACS only lost 3 games all year.
Stan, this is a 35-2 run. Lee drives left wing. I'm not doing that to demean our kids. I love all of our kids, but I would have never thought anything like this, would you?
I have been covering TCA basketball since 2007. I have not seen a TCA team abused like this.
We're having an off night, and they're having a spectacular night. I don't know that they're 30 points better than us, but right now they are, but 226. I'd like to say still a long time to go, but Stan, the way this thing's trending, I don't see it, do you?
No, Diamond of the year, I had a real bad back. We went over ECS, and it was like a 90-82 game.
Yeah.
You know, it went overtime at TCA. Both teams just went up and down the court, but
that's a 3 block. Williams, now Dexter says that ball was blocked. Yep, and the outside official says it was blocked. Well, TCA's got them outnumbered fan-wise about 5-1, but that hasn't been a factor.
I will say this, ECS, I watched the video of their last game against Jackson Christian. ECS, a much better crowd tonight here in Jackson than they had at home. ECS did travel very nice tonight.
They really have. Great crowd over there. I'm not demeaning them saying that.
We don't see these big crowds out of Memphis, and even in football.
TCA's got such a huge crowd. And now Jones picks the pocket. Jones will go right at us here. Jones is going to be fouled. No, they're getting for walking before the foul.
Okay.
So it's a 40-10 game, 1:55 in the third. Later tonight, FACS and Lausanne, both of them are really good, especially FACS, but they're going to have to put on a show to top this ECS effort tonight. Bales, ball knocked away loose. On the run out, Royster. Royster will drive in, lay it up and in.
Royster having the big game. Coach Butler told me, one of their best players is in foul trouble against Jackson Christian. Well, I can see why he's considered one of their best players. He's showing out tonight.
Williams 3, no. Rebound Wilson. Wilson's a really good, solid player. Now the ball knocked away. I think it's Williams that got a hand on that. The other way, Waller. Waller will drive in, and we've got a blocking foul on ECS.
When you look at the scorebook, Diamond, the funny thing is, it's Royston that's doing the damage in this half. Jones with only one bucket here in the second half, kind of mirroring what he did against Jackson Christian.
Yep. He's got the big Royster has 11 and a half, 13 in the game, 42-10, a minute 18. They're wiping up the perspiration off the floor.
And against Jackson Christian, Jones had 13 at the half and 17 for the game. So he kind of went silent in the second half, and other players picked up. But, man.
Inbounds pass, that's the kind of night it's been. Waller's a great player, but he missed a little bunny. Whacking the other way, layup is there. Stan, that ball hit the court about once or twice, and then bingo, Scott lays it up and in. It's 44-10.
He's in double digits with 11.
They knock it away again. Here's Jones with it. Jones lost it, gets it back, great pass. Underneath, the layup is up. It is there by Nick Owens, and they're putting on a clinic right now, 46-10.
And their fans are complaining at the officials. I don't know what for.
Williams up, one and done. Rebound Royster, outlet pass Jones. And that's going to be over and back. Well, actually, he's out of bounds anyway.
36-point lead at this rate, Diamond. It will be a running clock. And remember, in high school basketball, in the fourth quarter, the running clock starts. Once it starts, it doesn't stop. Even if we get it under, you keep under a running clock scenario.
Shear and Carr, little guys in the game at the guard position. They play again tomorrow night. So the coach says, I've got a big lead, going to win this thing. And here's a turnaround jump shot. Good effort by Craddock, but did not hit. Royster with it. So he's giving his two big guns, Stan, giving him some downtime here with this big lead, and that's smart on the bench here. Working with it now will be Shear. Shear, ball knocked away, stolen by Craddock. Craddock will go in the other way. Craddock up, got it.
Craddock, his first bucket of the night.
46-12.
Only our fifth bucket of the evening.
Yep, they only had 3, and now ECS loses the ball. Their crowd really on the officials over there on the far side. That bucket by Craddock, Stan, stopped a 41. Let's go back and double check it. They scored 41 straight points, or 41-2. That's the end of the third quarter. Is all ECS in this one, 46-12. We go to the final 8 right after this. 1 minute message.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you. Foundation Bank is a division of McKinsey Banking Company, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Diamond Dave, a 34-point difference. ECS manhandling TCA. That's the only way I can describe it. They're just absolutely manhandling us tonight.
13-8 at the end of one, 24-8 at the end of the half. And now it's 46-12. Williams in the paint, 14-footer, rimmer no. Rebound, they tip it out, and he goes out of bounds, and he goes off of Royster. Carr still in the game. Shearer still in the game. Little guards. Now they have actually, Carr still in there, excuse me. Lakai with it, out to Lee. They really have scouted us brilliantly. They know exactly those inbounds passes. Here's Craddock's 3, air ball, and he goes out of bounds, and they give it. Oh, they say it's going to be, let's see, wait and see. It's going to be ECS's ball.
Well, you know why they have been able, they scout us so good, don't you? Of great TCA media coverage.
Well, I would hope so. Working with it now will be Little Carr. Royster's still out there. Carr, he's quick. Works over there in the corner to Nick Owens. Nick drives in. We got a bumping foul. Proper call.
Yeah.
I think they get Lee on it.
No doubt about it.
Clock stopped at 7:20. 46-12. TCA only has, Stan, what? We have 4 buckets in the game?
5.
5 buckets. 3 there. I'll tell you one thing, too. You talk about Jones all you want. This Royster kid is really good. He has 16 to lead him in scoring.
Yeah, Blake Butler was not lying when he said this cat can play.
49-12. Ball stolen. Carr with it. Out to Royster. He'll drive in. Missed the little bunny. Niven with a rebound. The other way now will be Williams. Williams in the front court. He's fouled by Carr. Our fans, we haven't had much to cheer about tonight. Running clock now with a 49-12 game, 6:43.
Credit our fans, though, they're not leaving.
No. Working with it now will be Niven deep right. Niven's in his range. There's the 3. Rimmer no. Rebound tipped out of there. Coming up with it will be Nick Owens. Nick, front court. Royster. Out now to Shear. Shear to Royster. Royster turns it on, puts it up, dipsy-do. That thing had gone in. We need to go home. It did not. Here's Lee with it. Lee front court, and it's going to be a foul on Carr trying to stay in front of it.
I kind of chided you earlier in the year because we hadn't heard the dipsy-do call most of the year, and that was definitely the definition of dipsy-do, but it almost went in for the other team.
It was a wild dipsy-do, wasn't it? Here is Scott in the game. Royster comes out. Shear comes out. And it's going to be back in the game will be Ross, who really played well for them when the game was even closer. Inbounds pass out to Lee in the backcourt. Gabe across the timeline. 5:40 clock running. Be a quick fourth quarter here.
Well, TCA, of course, and the bottom line for TCA fans, this season's not over.
No, that's exactly right. Williams at 3, yes.
The season definitely not over. Caleb Williams with 5. Still a lot to play for. We still have to play in these state tournament now instead of hosting games at TCA, though. We're going to have to do it down and dirty and be road warriors.
Yep, 49-15. Here's a shot the other way. It's there by Nick Owens. 51-15.
I'll take a look at some of those possibilities. And
5 minutes left in the game. Niven the 3. Front rim, no. Battle for rebound. Little guy, Carr, the smallest guy out there, comes up with it. He's a water bug. He gives it to his teammate. There's a block by Niven on the Scott attempt. Coming right back up with it, though, is Owens, and we've got a timeout by ECS. Timeout on the court. 4:44 left in the game. 51-15, all ECS. We'll be back after this 30 on Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back to SQ Gymnasium on the campus of Jackson Christian School. It's all ECS, Diamond.
Certainly is. 51-15. Working with it now will be ECS. Nick Owens with it. Go out to Scott. Scott against Vales.
3, 5, 6, and 8. That's
Okay.
what it is.
All right.
I don't have to be here as early as I thought.
Right wing, 3 there by Graham Sorgenfryer. It is 54-15. I would have never thought this.
Nah, and they're showing a lot of things I did not see on video. Diamond, this is you equate to football when TCA played. What was that team that we played in the semifinals that one year at TCA? The team out of Memphis, Tresvant. When I watched Tresvant on video, I wasn't that impressed with them.
Well, I'd like
but
to think.
when I see, and I thought the same thing with ECS. I thought they were good, but nothing, fancy. But this is a good basketball team.
They're a really great team. Now we throw it away. Instead, I'd like to think if this is taking nothing away from the Eagles. They're at the top of their game. I mean, I don't know that they can play much better than they played tonight. This is the best performance I've seen all year by any team.
Yeah.
Jones back in the game. But we've struggled, and they've been at the top. So sometimes you see that, and it's real one-sided. Here's a three, goes in, but it's too late. And Ryan Scott, it was timeout called by ECS. 54-15, 3:14, all that remains. Back after this 30 on the BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
And welcome back. 3:14 remain in this contest. 54-15. A game that was relatively close at the end of one, 13-5. But man, the floodgates open, and we can't get a plumber to come out and turn that spigot off.
Sure can't. 8-5 TCA led the game. Then it was 13-8 at the end of one, 24-8 at halftime, and then just a blitz the rest of the way. Carr, great pass. The little guy unloads, and the reserve Noah Cheek lays it up and in. I mean, ECS has played as good as any team I've seen play recently. 56-15, and I'm not demeaning our kids. We love them. But it's just been all Eagles in this one. Now here's a shot by Lee in the paint. Yes, a bank shot.
Noah Cheek, my best friend in the world, Mark Cheek, who passed away many years ago, will have a boy who'd be about Noah Cheek's age right now, and that just kind of makes you wonder, kind of makes you think a little bit sometimes.
56-17.
Of course, Mark's kids, like we always say, I love my dear brother to death, even though he's long gone. His boys definitely took their athletic ability from their mama.
Bryce Terry in the game.
Miss Paula.
Nick Shear with it. Carr's a little water bug. He's a good-looking little player, a little bitty guy. But he can handle the rock. They go out here now to Shear. Stan, is sort of contagious. When you hit shots, everyone gets hot, and you miss shots, just the other way.
It gets contagious.
In the game, Lake Helton in the game.
Also
in the game is Carson Dooley. And Stan, who else do we have out there?
Oh, let's see, 10, 13.
Reed
Helton,
Williamson in the game.
Reed Williamson.
56-17, yep. I missed one. Here's Carr. Sorry? C.J. Lewis, that's right, yeah. Played football, had a good year. Shot up, no good. We got a foul. I think they're going to get this time Noah Cheek going over the back of one of the Lions. And the line that he went over the back was Carson Dooley. Clock running, 1:15. The ECS fans will stick around and watch Lausanne and FACS, I'm sure, a little bit. Then they'll go back to Memphis and be real happy and be back up here tomorrow. Championship game at 8. TCA will play at 5 tomorrow against the loser of the FACS Lausanne game. Stan will be here. I'll have Bethel tomorrow. They played the late game. I'd have been here, Stan, but the early game, there's no way. Here is bad pass. Carr threw it too hard right through the hands of Nick Shear. So I'll be watching you on the way home.
I'll have the pregame show at 4:45. TCA will play the loser of tonight's second game between FACS and Lausanne.
Wish I could be here, but I have baseball, softball, and basketball all tomorrow. Here's a running leaner. It's there.
Who got that?
Was that Campbell Bales? Yeah, Bales got it. How about Campbell? CB. Down to 20 seconds.
And Campbell is a player who can score quickly.
56-19.
It's going to be fun when he finally cracks the starting lineup.
He's still growing too, isn't he?
Yep.
Working with it. Reed Williamson guarding. Well, that's actually Lewis guarding this time. And he fouls. and the clock will expire, and this game is over. The unhappy final here. ECS wins it 56-19. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back with a post game on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz. Stay with us.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation. Bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee. If you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Diamond Dave, before we give the final totals, you got some business.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online.